Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you're having a great start to your week. I wanted to talk about how we cope with all the craziness right now, and this is coming from my experience over the weekend. So for those of you who've never met me before, I am Jen Sheraton. I am an entrepreneur, I am a network marketer, and I'm a grounded FIFO worker. And this time of the year is just crazy. You know, you've got Christmas parties, you've got the kids, doing stuff for Christmas concerts and performances and the end of school, and you've got, things you still got to do with work, and you get all these extra deadlines because things need to be done before Christmas. And then you've also got, just life in general. We're still living in really uncertain times here. We're still waiting for borders to open, and so there's lots of stuff that can be really overwhelming. And you're wanting to reach these deadlines for your business. You've got these goals for the end of 2021, and you're like, oh, I'm not going to reach them. And I get it. And I had a bit of a time over the weekend where I just felt super overwhelmed with everything I'm trying to do, because that's just who I am. And I do have a lot going on, and that's my choice. But I also make sure I put into place things that help me get by when all these things start to overwhelm me. So one of the things that I did on the weekend on Saturday was I had bought all the supplies but never got around to doing it. Was to do a paint and sip video. So if you've never heard of paint and sip, you can do them in person, but they became pretty popular on YouTube, where you can learn to paint a picture just following it along with the painter step by step and create a beautiful masterpiece. And I've done a couple before, and I just went, I'm going to do it right now. So Saturday afternoon, set up the kitchen table, casted YouTube up onto my TV so that I could sit there, and I did a painting, which is just there in the background over there behind me. So it gave me about an hour and a half to just tune out of all the noise in my head. Now, painting's not your thing, that's okay. We've all got different things, but for me, that was just a way to be creative, but just get out of all the to-do lists in my head. And I'm really good at writing my to-do lists down, but my head is still going a mile a minute at the minute. So my other thing that I have just really tapped into big time are my essential oils. I've talked about these before. Balance, I've got diffusing literally right next to me. And I made myself up a roller of the Balance with some coconut oil, and I've just been rolling it on me and just absorbing it and just trying to balance my emotions and how I'm feeling, and being really aware that it's okay to feel overwhelmed. When we've got all these things going on, it's really normal to feel like, that it's just too much. There's just too much to do. And so learning whatever works for you to kind of just take yourself out of that situation and find this calming balance for yourself. And for me, it was doing that painting. I also, if you've looked at my stories, would have seen I actually went into my storage shed a couple of weeks ago and grabbed all my bits of projects of knitting and crocheting that are just all part projects. And it's like, no, I keep storing these. I've got to finish them. And so even yesterday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, I was doing some work, and then I went, no, time out, picked up my knitting and just sat there and did a whole pile. And, it's nothing fancy, it's just a scarf. But my intention is to actually donate it when I'm finished, because I have that many scarves. But when you live in Queensland in Australia, there's really not a lot of opportunities to wear big woolly scarves. Our winters don't get cold. So I just figured, I'll donate it, and there'll be somebody who could actually appreciate it more and get some more wear out of it. But these are the things that we need to stop and do. If it means that you take an hour out and you go with your kids down the park and you kick the ball around, or you go down the beach and, have a swim or paddle in the water, you need to make sure that, you're taking that time out, so that when the overwhelm comes, there's a way, you've got strategies that straight away, oh, okay, I know where I'm at right now. It's time to switch what I'm thinking, change my environment, change what I'm doing, get away from the computer, get away from the phone, and just really get yourself back to your center. Get yourself back to where you need to be, so that now the Monday morning and I've got 2 computers going and I've got work stuff and I've got my business things. Everything is all happening again because it's Monday morning, but I don't feel so overwhelmed this morning. And I'm tapping into my essential oils. Those of you who know me, that's something that's part of my business, and it's just something that I find super helpful for me emotionally and mentally, is to help me get through different things. And I'll tap into different oils for different reasons. And at the moment, Balance blend is the grounding blend, and it's what I feel I need right now, just to keep me back grounded and able to have all these different things going on and manage them all effectively. See, this is the key. Sometimes we're trying to juggle too many things, but we're not being effective with them. So for me, I am good at having multiple things on the go, but I still need to be effective at them. So I hope that has helped any of you who are struggling with a bit of overwhelm, not too sure how to deal with the craziness of this time of year. Bring on January, except for the heat. But we just need to get past all this craziness and, just enjoy, a bit of time out and be able to refocus after all this crazy stuff. And hopefully the world is a little bit more settled in January. I certainly hope so. So I hope this has helped you. If you would like to learn more information about how I do things to help myself, please send me a message. I am more than happy to have a chat and see what I can do to help you with my different strategies. And I have lots more, but I haven't talked about here, but I didn't want to go on forever. So have an awesome rest of your week, and I'm going to talk to you all later in the week. See ya.